So Lil Uzi Vert is one of the biggest artists to come out of the SoundCloud era, building an extremely strong fan base and dropping some of the greatest albums in that era. But these past few years, a lot of people have seemed to switch up on Uzi and wonder what he is going to do next in his career after his past two projects didn't get the best overall receptions from fans, with them supposed to drop an album this summer but not dropping anything as we're almost in 2026. But in this video, let's take a look at the current state of Uzi and look at everything that we can expect from him. And now Uzi these past few years, and just Uzi fans in general, bro, it has been a little roller coaster, bro. If we do take it back to freaking 2020, bro, Uzi was literally on top of the rap game. I'd say almost damn near Drake Travis level, as the hype for Eternal Atake that was first announced in 2018 was so damn high, along with Whole Lotta Red by Cardi. It's like, bro, this is seriously one of the most hyped up albums in recent years, just based off of how iconic it was when this album did drop on that one day in March 2020, bro. It's like, bro, I'm sure all of us do and remember where and we actually were when this album did indeed drop, bro. It's like, I remember being in the middle of class and fucking bumping that album. Yeah, it was a very iconic time period and album indeed. And now after Eternal Atake, a lot of people say that this is where Uzi went wrong, taking a 3-year break in between his albums. But honestly, bro, that is cat, because in that time period from 2020 to 2023, he wasn't completely mysterious like Cardi, for example, who was nowhere to be seen in those years. Uzi was still dropping hits like Just Wanna Rock, which is still one of his most popular songs to this day. And going back to Eternal Atake, man, this is, in my opinion, a top 3 Uzi album easily, and it still gets hate from a lot of fans, which is just crazy, and I just, don't understand any of the hate. But in 2023, we actually will get Pink Tape, which, this direction that Uzi did going with this album was so fucking great, because Uzi showed everyone how versatile he is with this album being so experimental. And in my opinion, this is my favorite Uzi album of all time, bro. Call me fucking crazy, I don't care. And this era in general is literally one of the best, with Uzi having that punk aesthetic, going more in that rockstar lane. I wish Uzi did dabble in this punk lane more, because in my opinion, that is one of the best versions and eras of Uzi, with the spiky hair and the guitars and the skateboarder aesthetic, bro. Like, bro, that shit hard. And after Pink Tape, this is where a lot of motherfuckers would be like, Uzi, bro, and you dropped 2 mid projects back to back, bro. This next project better hit, which Uzi did tease Barter 16, which is like, bro, Uzi, why the would you not drop this shit, bro? This shit still makes me mad to this day on why this album did get scrapped, but I mean, it did get leaked, so I guess that like makes sense. But, and he would also tease Love Is Rage 3, which is also probably scrapped. But then Uzi would also hit that Galaxy ass phase last year, and honestly, bro, this was a very unexpected era and like, I don't know, time period for Uzi fans, because Uzi did tease Eternal Atake 2 for the first time in this interview.
I'm cooked, but I gotta drop Eternal Atake, so I just came to put on anything. It's just like my regular.
I remember after Uzi did tease it in this interview, everyone thought that Uzi was like, just fucking fried out of his mind, because I don't think anyone was expecting a sequel to this album like ever. But it ended up being true, and that 1 week rollout for EA2 did end up starting. And yeah, I remember the hype from Uzi fans during this time was just crazy, bro. And yeah, when this album did drop, it did unfortunately get bashed on. I mean, hey, I thought that this album wasn't have the Whole Lotta Red effect, but nah, bro. Me personally, as some of you guys may know, I love this album a lot, and a lot of Juice fans were freaking clowning me for liking this album but calling Party Never Ends trash, bro. But yo, I'ma stand on like, business, bro. This album is great. But after EA2, Uzi did of course get out of his deal, and he started teasing new music. While there were so many like, people bashing his name, calling him washed, saying he fell off, and people are still unfortunately saying this, right? I don't think Uzi fell off, because he obviously has such a strong fan base. Like, I don't think Uzi can ever fall off, but that superstar label that he once had just a few years ago unfortunately faded. And it's like, I feel like a lot of fans just want that old Uzi and don't want Uzi to experiment, bro. Like, all they want is just nostalgic vibes, which I feel like this has ruined rap so fucking much, where fans just don't want artists to evolve and they just want the old prime versions of those artists, which can be seen for, I don't know, guys like Cardi, Uzi, Trippy, Kanye. That is for a different topic and video. But at the start of this year, 2025, fans thought that Uzi was gonna take over, drop hella music to make up for EA2 and the backlash that he has been getting. Because, bro, the last thing that you want after dropping a bad album is taking a long ass break, because then fans are just gonna forget about you, right? Which isn't the case for Uzi. Like, it's impossible to forget about Uzi because he's fucking Uzi Vert. But Uzi has of course been working on new music this year, and he hasn't been in the media like, that much. I mean, besides like speaking on underground rappers saying that he fell off like 9 ambitious, which, you know, still pisses me off, bro, and reminding everyone who he indeed is.
Y'all niggas talking about I fell off too. Y'all little ass boys, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. For real, because I gotta pop out. And everybody know Uzi is. Oh, by the way.
Now, I haven't made a video on Uzi in a while, but since the last video that I did make on Uzi did drop a snippet on his Instagram, that being called Hanson Helly, which, yo, I fucking love this deep voice Uzi, bro.
Swag on Carson Daly, bitch, I'm DMX off belly. She thought my crib was a telly. Picked her up on a heli.
And yo, this song is just so fucking tough, but a lot of fans were like, I miss 2016 Uzi, and he took it down, so it's probably not even dropping anymore, bro. And it sucks because bro was supposed to take over this summer and drop the album in like August, according to leakers. He wanted to drop in August. I mean, makes sense because Uzi was obviously very active in that month in the Pink Dreads era, and he was obviously previewing hella music, but apparently something did end up happening with the label, of course, and now he is focusing on his own label and signing new talent, which leads me to the title of the video, The Current State of Uzi. And the current state of Uzi in the big 2025 is him having his own label. And now Uzi has obviously signed talent before that, being Desto, RIP, and there has been a lot of artists in the underground that have taken inspiration from Uzi and his aesthetic that I can definitely see joining his label. Like, I don't know, Pretty Fun, who was just in the studio with Uzi like last month. Pretty Fun is literally the underground Uzi with the aesthetic and sound, and even guys like Skywater too. Signing talent has worked wonders for, I don't know, Cardi with Opium, which in my opinion is the best example of the artist's own label, and same with guys like Travis as well. And I feel like a lot of big artists in the same wave that Uzi did blow up in, like Cardi, Travis, Weeknd, Trippie, all have their own labels, right? And it's worked well for them. And a lot of people don't think that Uzi is in the position to push other artists at this point in his career, but it's also like, bro, Uzi is a fucking pioneer and has so much impact. So him making a 1600 label would just be legendary. And of course, with Uzi focusing on signing talent obviously means that his main focus as of now isn't the album, which, yeah, honestly, blame his fucking label, man. And according to Ak, he's obviously not retiring, but I can definitely see Uzi working with the new wave more. He has been doing that for years, making songs in the past with like Yeet, Ken Lone, and now working with guys like Osama, Pretty Fun. And I feel like Uzi just doesn't get enough credit on how much impact bro has, for real, for real. It's like his influence is literally unmatched. And going back to, I don't know, Cardi and Uzi, Cardi literally had a show in Philly not too long ago, and he wanted Uzi on stage, but brought out Meek Mill instead. Like, boys, slow down. Are we ever gonna get 1629? I mean, I feel like if we were to get that now, it would be fucking crazy. Because, yo, I remember everyone used to think that the reason that 1629 wasn't dropping was because of Cardi and, I don't know, Cardi being too mysterious. But it seems like Cardi actually misses Uzi. So yeah, hopefully both of them can lock in, bro. I love Uzi. If you guys do love Uzi, man, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, man. It's been homie MT, man. Let's get to 30K hopefully soon, bro. Love y'all guys. We out.